And anyway, she really was completely crazy and very evil, and it was made me really proud. In fact, to the point where I was calling her a Doris on set, as in Doris Karloff, because she just was a totally twisted actor, you know, not even an actor, just a person. And so I really recommend that when it comes out. I think, you know, apparently it's just gotten into an LA film festival called Scream Fest, which is, you know, according to the director of Rogue River, the Sundance of Horror. So, you know, I don't know, I've never heard of that, but it's pretty twisted, so I would definitely check that out. I think that was about the family question. So, anyway, yeah. Mr. Suitcase. God, I love that character. Mr. Suitcase was a movie I did called Homesick, which took a long time to come out. Finally did on, I think, the Synapse label. And I don't know if we will ever see Mr. Suitcase. That was a great movie, Homesick, directed by Adam Wingard. And Mr. Suitcase was a kind of a demonically possessed, kind of a super salesman. A motivational speaker, I think that's the best description of Mr. Suitcase. And we shot that movie down in Alabama, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. Whoa, I like your fingerprint face there, man. Dude. Yeah, anyway, I'm not kidding, I'm not hallucinating. It really is coffee. But Mr. Suitcase has a, you know, kind of a cameo at the beginning of Homesick, and I sing a little song that I made up. I can't remember. It's something that, so I do, it's time to hit the gravel. Got my suitcase and my hobo heart. So I do, it's time to hit the gravel. I don't know, something, travel, gravel, or whatever. But, you know, Mr. Suitcase was eluding me as a character because I was reading it, you know, okay, a motivational speaker, you know, okay, but I still didn't really quite get the character. I didn't tell them that. They did fly me down to Alabama, and you know, you don't get the character and you're going to get paid and they're going to fly you somewhere. Don't tell them that you don't have the character. Because what happened was I got down to the set and they gave me my outfit, which is kind of like a cheesy, like powder blue tuxedo jacket. Still didn't quite have the character. And then I went to the special effects makeup guy. And he said, you know, I've been thinking about your makeup, and the only thing I can come up with is this super white, almost like white out for your teeth. And I went, yeah, whatever. So he painted my teeth, like it's super white. And then all of a sudden, it like, there came the character. All of a sudden it was like, hey, you know, and this beaming, hey, how you doing? And all of a sudden there was Mr. Suitcase, thanks to, you know, super white, you know, whatever it was. So that was very helpful. I, by the way, did not really get the character of Otis Driftwood until about 6 weeks after we had wrapped House of a Thousand Corpses. You know, I kind of had Otis down pretty much, but originally when I first talked to Rob about Otis, I really thought that Rob wanted Chop Top. Kind of a Chop Top redo with maybe some long hair as opposed to a plate and whatever else. But I really kind of thought he wanted Chop Top at first, and then it was thanks to Rob, you know, he gently but firmly kind of pried me away from my security blanket of Chop Top to this character of Otis. And Otis, you know, was a work in progress for me even as we were shooting House of a Thousand Corpses. Still wasn't quite comfortable, didn't quite fit into Otis's skin until literally about 6 weeks after we had wrapped, and Rob decided that there wasn't, you know, we didn't have enough footage, he needed to shoot some more stuff. So we went back to Wayne Toth, the makeup person's studio, and Rob got out the, you know, the black and white video camera or whatever it was, and we shot the Run Rabbit Run scene. And it was when we did that scene that, you know, humans ain't nothing but nothing. I'll run like scared little rabbits. Run, rabbit! And until we did that, you know, that was literally the moment where I got Otis. You know, that's when it was like, oh, that's Otis. And what was really cool was I had never done a sequel before where I had actually reprised character I'd done in a previous film until I did Devil's Rejects. And that's what was so much fun about doing Devil's Rejects was that it really was a chance to, I thought of Otis in House of a Thousand Corpses is kind of, you want to buy the car, you're kind of kicking the tires, you're checking it out, looking under the hood, and then you buy the car, even if it's 6 weeks after we wrap, and then Devil's Rejects, you take it out for a test drive. And that was fun, because then, when I got to the set of Devil's Rejects, I knew the character, I had the character, and now it was just time to open him up and really, kick some ass. So anyway, I don't know if that answered the question or went off into outer space. Yeah. Well, Repo. Well, Toronto. Hey, we shot Repo in Toronto.